Hey crew, huge news. YouTube today announced an update which is going to make smaller channels eligible for YouTube monetization. Up until now, it's been quite difficult to get monetized on YouTube. You've needed 1,000 subscribers on your channel and 4,000 hours of your videos watched in the last 365 days to be eligible to the YouTube Partner Program, which gives you access to YouTube ad revenue, getting YouTube memberships on your channel, being able to sell merch for your channel, all of those things. And that criteria has always been really tough for new YouTubers to hit. I always sympathize with the new guys trying to hit that. But as we can see from this blog post that YouTube just released, they've lowered that eligibility criteria. Much smaller channels are going to get access to the YouTube Partner Program and all the features that you can see down here, which is amazing. So what do you now need to get access to the YouTube Partner Program? We can see here that YouTube now only requires you to get 500 subscribers rather than 1,000, have 3 videos uploaded to your channel in the last 90 days, and hit 3,000 hours of watch time on your channel in the last 12 months. There's some other criteria here about shorts, but I still think that's super hard to get, and I don't really talk about shorts much on this channel, so we're going to just keep focusing on this stuff here. So these changes are going to give access to the YouTube Partner Program to so many more smaller creators, which I think is amazing. There's so many talented YouTubers who are down at that size that I think deserve to be credited for the work and the effort they put in. And as we can see here, they're going to get access to features in the YouTube Partner Program like channel memberships, super chats, which is when people can give you donations in live streams through chat, super stickers, which is another way of receiving donations from live streams, and super thanks, which is the ability to get people to donate to you through your video. And finally, they're going to be able to promote their own products on their channel with YouTube shopping. So a ton of new ways for these smaller channels to monetize their channels. And you might have noticed that ad revenue wasn't mentioned in that list that these smaller creators are now going to get access to. And you're probably wondering, is that included in this change? Give me a second, I'll get to that in just one moment. But first, I want to go through the countries that YouTube is including in this lower criteria change. So we've got US, UK, Canada, Taiwan, and let me check my list, the last one, South Korea. If you're in those countries, you're going to be the first wave of countries hit with this lower requirement needed to access the YouTube Partner Program. And you're probably wondering what happens if I don't live in those countries. Well, let's jump back over to the blog and we can see here, YouTube said it's going to introduce earlier access to the YouTube Partner Program across all countries where the YouTube Partner Program is currently available over time. So these lower requirements will be in effect in your country over time if you're not in those initial 5 countries. So ad revenue. If you're a smaller channel with only 500 subscribers and 3,000 hours of watch time, are you going to get access to ad revenue once you hit this criteria, in addition to all those other perks that are included in the YouTube Partner Program? Well, as I've already stated, I think these changes are great. They're going to give creators a ton more options on how to get monetized. If we jump back over to the article, we can see that YouTube says right here that as these creators continue to grow their channel, they'll automatically become eligible to earn revenue sharing from ads once they reach the existing YouTube Partner Program eligibility criteria. So what that means is, even though you're going to get access to all the other stuff like memberships, YouTube shopping, super thanks, when you hit 500 subscribers and 3,000 hours of watch time, you're still going to have to hit 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time on your channel before you get access to YouTube ad revenue. So ads are not included in this new update that was announced today. I don't know what you think to this, let me know in the comments, but I think this actually is pretty crappy on YouTube's side. Why give smaller creators access to all these other ways of making money, but not give them access to ad revenue? I personally think that seems a bit greedy. Maybe YouTube sees that there's more money to be made in ad revenue, so they want to keep the full share of that until YouTubers get bigger. But they're willing to give YouTubers access to other ways of making money beforehand, where potentially YouTube doesn't make as much profit with those new other features. It's also way harder for YouTubers to make money with those other features than it is with ad revenue. Ad revenue is automatic. You should just put ads before your video and you get paid for it. But with like memberships, super thanks, donations, you have to kind of woo your audience and kind of develop some skills in sales and persuasion to get your audience to buy your stuff and to donate your money. So a lot of inexperienced creators on this smaller end of the scale with only 500 subscribers aren't going to be very good at that. And they're going to find it hard to make money, even though they've got access to these new features down here. Without ad revenue, they're potentially not going to be able to make much money at this stage anyway. So I personally think YouTube should roll out these changes across all areas of the YouTube Partner Program, not just those specific features, but they should give ad revenue to the smaller creators. Because like I said, it's hard to sell through YouTube. If you want to learn how to sell yourself and your products through YouTube, which if you've now got eligibility to things like YouTube memberships and YouTube shopping, you're going to need that skill. Here's a video I've made in the past on exactly how to sell through YouTube. So give that a watch next and subscribe to the channel, as I always say. Peace out.